It's probably the biggest and most daunting investment we'll make in our lifetimes, but how long do we actually take inspecting our potential new home and neighbourhoods before putting down that sometimes whopping deposit? Well, joining me today is Azzy Sai from Experian with some helpful hints and tips of what to look for and what questions to ask before making that life-changing investment. Welcome, lovely to have you with us. Now, Azzy, for anyone who has ever purchased a property, they will know that there is an ocean of potential problems, so many so that that's probably an issue in itself because it's easy to overlook things.
Absolutely. I think it's really important to spend that extra time, not only just looking at the house and understanding the cost of that purchase, but spending the time to really understand what the hidden costs are inside, whether it comes to the bills and the expenses that you're going to have to incur due to the house, as well as understanding the local area, the crime rate, the flood risk, so you understand also the added security risks, but as well as the hidden costs that come attached with that.
Absolutely. It's all about the hidden costs. Now, obviously, you can't get rid of hidden costs, but you can certainly take the shock element out of them so people can make an educated choice as to whether or not they want to take on that extra financial responsibility. Now, I understand Experian have recently undertaken some research. What did they find?
Yeah, we found on average that the British home buyer spends in excess of £1,500 of unexpected costs within the first year of a home purchase.
That's a significant clump of money when you've just made this huge purchase, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think the thing is, as you say, you can't get rid of the unexpected costs, but it's about making that informed and managed decision and trying to take some of the shock, but also taking controlled steps so that actually the emotional risk and the financial risk is less on you.
And I understand you might have some exciting news for us. There's a new service launching.
That's right. We've just launched Property Check, which is a service that gives the UK population really high quality home valuation as well as local area insight. So it not only tells you about the building that you're purchasing, but about the area as well as the people that live in that. Which
is essential because that's really what long-term affects, I think, your happiness. If you're living somewhere where the people aren't necessarily the same interests as you, it's not that you have to start up coffee mornings or anything, but for example, if you're a really young, fun couple and then you're living on a street where everyone is 70, 80 plus, it may not perhaps be the right area for you at that time in your life.
Absolutely. It can make all the difference. Again, it's as much an emotional decision as a financial decision, and spending that extra time to find out that detail that's important to all of us really makes all the difference.
Yeah, and so it's great for people with families.
Absolutely.
It's great for people making their first purchases or perhaps their second or third. This is really for everyone, and it's about getting the bigger picture of where you're buying.
Absolutely, and also property developers, just to understand the real value and the risks about the property they're purchasing outside of just the home, as well as rental property as well, understanding the rental price and the hidden costs that come into any of the rental properties that you're either selling off or you're actually going to take up yourself.
Brilliant. Now, for people watching right now who are thinking, do you know what, I am just about to make my very first purchase, I am a first-time buyer, what one piece of advice would you give them to help them on their way? I know that's a bit of a tricky one.
Well, I'd make sure that they don't forget that it's all about research. So research, research, research.
Yes. Because as you said, the cost will be there. It's about forward planning and knowing what you're getting into.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. If you want more information on Property Check, then just pop along to the website, which is propertycheck.co.uk. Bye-bye.